Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and this is our Breach walkthrough, Breach Expedition walkthrough. In the last episode, oh, wrong button. Last episode, we got through all of Phase 2. We've already done Phase 1. We're basically going through Phase 3, like we've already gotten a few done, and then Phase 4, we've gotten a few done there. So we're kind of skipping ahead a little bit. We're doing some of the farther ahead milestones whenever we can. But let's focus on Phase 3 this time. So we need to adopt an anomalous floating companion, completely explore a derelict freighter, purge 5 hungering tendrils, and crush a vile grub. So we're at the rendezvous number 3 right here. There are tendrils right here. So that's why you want to, when you get to a rendezvous, kind of look at your milestones because they generally put them in the area you need to complete all this stuff at. So if you look around, there should be some hungering tendrils all over the place. Now we just literally touched the rendezvous. The rendezvous is right there. And if you look around, you don't see anything. However, if you pop that, now we have, oh, look at right there, boom. We have a Titan worm burrow. So before you leave rendezvous 3, make sure you kind of look around a little bit because you will find some of these worms. And we need to kill 5 of them. And there's 3 per nest. You'll see 3 of these big worms per nest. So let's just take out these 3 right here. 1, 2. And the third one's over there. Done. So that's it. So now we need to find one more nest because it's going to have 3 worms, but we only need 2 of them. Let's just keep moving around a little bit. Now, sometimes the target sweeper is kind of dumb. So there could be a worm nest like 500 feet away from me, but the game hasn't loaded it in yet. So the target sweeper doesn't know it's there because the game hasn't loaded it in. So if you just walk around a little bit. Not seeing anything yet. Yeah, look at all of a sudden now, I get one right there, 255 feet away. Another one over here, 254. So yeah, it just has to wait for the game to load in. Because No Man's Sky is a procedurally generated game, even the game doesn't know what's going to happen until it does. So let's see, there should be 3 worms right around here. Come on, pop up. They won't pop up until you're on foot. And yeah, if you think you can fly through and have the worms pop up, they will not show unless you're on the ground. So just keep that in mind. It kind of sucks. You can't fly through and like kill the worms as you're flying. Doesn't work that way. Oh, there was only 1 at that one? What the heck? Well, that was a cheap nest. There was only 1 there. Well, thank God we have 2 of them. We have another one over here. Only had 1 at that? That's weird. Okay, usually you'll find 3. There was only 1 at that nest. That's weird. Let's get this. Hopefully 3 will pop out of this one. I mean, we only need 1 technically. Oh, there you go. There's 3 on that one. We only need 1 though. But I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. I'll get rid of you as well. Here we go. Done and done. All of them are gone. So we're good. And when you kill one of the worms, they will drop a little vile egg. Mine are probably gone. No, right here. The vile spawn. You can grab that as well. A vile spawn. And when you kill the worms, you get some string. Some fleshy rope. I believe it's called fleshy rope. That will also turn into nanites. So I got, oh yeah, fleshy rope and a vile spawn. So if you need nanites, that's a really good way to do it as well. Those, they treat them like the larval cores. You can refine those for 50 each. 50 nanites each. But because we're in abandoned mode and we're on an expedition, we really don't need the nanites. So you can sell them. You don't get as much money for selling it. Those are definitely made for refining down into nanites. Is there another nest around here? Oh, yeah, there's a nest. Look at that. Right next to my ship. Huh. Imagine that. We have a Titan worm burrow that just loaded in. So, yeah, that's why don't believe it when you first land here and you don't see any nest. It will be here. It's just the game does not like to load in anything really. So there's so much going on that you need to move around a little bit for it to load in everything. Oh, come on, really? My ship is right there. I'm trying to walk back to it because I'm too lazy and I don't want to use up all my fuel, my launch fuel. So I'm walking back to my ship. I should have just called it in. Dang it. Let's get over here. And so we're good on that one. We got the worms. So now we need to locate the Arcadia wreckage. So just like the other ones, we have to literally just go into space, craft a wreckage scan, a rangefinder. Let's do that. So do we have a rangefinder on myself? I don't see any, so we need to make one. So, again, you can go through your steps. Solar mirror. We need, there we go. Wiring loom. There we go. Oh, not wiring loom. Quantum computer. Done. All right, we made one. Let's fire it off. And then pulse drive. And if you don't care about the corvette pieces, all you need to do is grab the log from the crash, from the wreck. So I like to fly in a little bit. So let's get out of the seat. So yeah, if you don't care about the corvette parts, I don't know why you wouldn't, because you want to make a cool corvette, right? But if you don't care about it, the only thing you're required to pull is this log. So watch, I'm going to ignore the corvette pieces right there. I'm just going to grab the log. And then it has a log corrupt, recovering damaged sectors. The captain's gone. I tried to wake them for their watch. No sign of them. Nothing on the cameras. Door logs are normal. No kit or missing. Where are they? Where are we? So the captain just left, just disappeared. That's great. But once you grab the log, it should pop up. There you go. So you don't need to get the pieces. You don't need to. However, there's corvette pieces in here. So why wouldn't you want to, right? Let me scan that, or let me bust that open. Give me my corvette pieces, my parts. Heck yeah, you want all that stuff. Back on my ship. So we got our Fate of the Stars milestone done. So now our next milestone is to find or adopt an anomalous floating companion. So this is a flying creature. However, it's not going to be here. If you go to your galaxy map, this is one mission they will actually show you. So you see it says current mission at the top of my screen now. And this green marker, this green line, will take me down here to another system that has a little paw on it. That is the one we need to go to find our animal. So let's jump down here. Wait a minute. That one right there. Thank you. So this is one rare mission where they will tell you, not exactly, but at least the general area. They'll tell you the system. We still need to find the planet. So, but they'll tell you, hey, look, it's not in this system. Go to another one, and they'll show you exactly which system to go to. So let's jump one more time to this. Boom. So we're going to go here, and I'm going to show you the planet you need to go to. You can just land on the planets, and when you land there, they will tell you that you're on the planet. So you see at the top or the bottom right, it says viable life sign detected in a nearby world. It doesn't tell you which planet it is, though, and there are multiple planets in this system. So here is a trick that's amazing. You go into your pause menu, you go to your Discovery tab. It'll show you all the planets in this system. At any time, if you need to go to a specific planet, you can mark it. So we're going to go right over here to Totesf, right over here, number 3. So if you press A if you're on Xbox or X if you're on PlayStation, it marks the planet. And not just in this menu. Now, if I look around, I will get a marker on my planet. Oh, where's my planet? Where's my planet marker at? Really? There it is. So you just have to look around a little bit. So now I know that's the planet I marked. It has a marker on it. And we can just literally go right to that planet. So keep that in mind if you're looking for any planet specifically. Or, like later on in this expedition, we have to visit specific ones in order. You can mark them and you're good to go. So that is a really, really awesome feature that a lot of people like either ignore or they skip or they don't even know about because like it doesn't really pop up in like regular gameplay unless you know where you're going. But in the expeditions, a lot of times they'll tell you go to this specific planet, go to a hot planet, go to a cold planet. You can open up your map at any time right here and you can mark it. Like you say, oh, this is an icebound planet. I need to go to an icy planet. Mark that one. I need to go to a windswept, so you can see which planet there are right there. So you can say, oh, I need to get some bones. Let me mark this one. It has ancient bones on it. It is so, so good. But we need to go to Totesf the third because this is the planet that has our animal on it. So when we land down here, it'll say, viable life signs detected in nearby world. When you land on the specific planet, it'll say, hey, this is the one. Start scanning for creatures. But we need to get down on the ground first. It's not going to tell you anything if you're flying. So let's get out of our seat. And we're not going to land because I don't want to waste the launch fuel. So instead, I'm going to crack open my hatch and just jump out. And look at that, bottom. Adopt an anomalous floating companion. Deploy the creature pellets from the quick menu or lure creatures. So that, it changed, meaning it's here. There's an animal here. Do I have my creature pellets? Yes, I do. Right here, boom. Creature pellets are on me. So now we just need to find the, look at it. Flying guys are right here. So there's one right there. And if you want them to come down, like they're flying around, right? Go down on your D-pad, go over to your paw, and then just chuck out a creature pellet. Because they will go down and look for it, and they'll eat it. Look at this guy right there. Boom, he just ate it. Let me interact with them. Adopt as a companion. New creature added. Was that him? That was him. Look at, boom, we got it. So that's all you have to do. And it doesn't have to be this specific one right here. It's just any kind of flying weird creature. So if you want to adopt these cool red ones over here, these floating like little diamonds or whatever, you can do that as well. So there's not a specific animal. It's just a flying anomalous animal. So this one counts right here. That cool little coil one counts. Any of them count. Let's put him away. Hey, buddy. So yeah, there you go. It's that easy. That easy. Where is my teleporter at? I'm losing my mind here. Oh, there it is. So we're done with that one. Now we need to go find a derelict freighter. So now, because we got our animal, they give you an emergency signal scanner. That's what we need to go to a derelict freighter. That's very important. So we got a few upgrades as well, so we want to make sure to use those before we go to a derelict freighter. Let's install our shield, because we're going to need that. Let's move this over. On a derelict freighter as well, you want to have cold protection. We got these earlier, right? You want to make sure you keep these all charged up and good to go. These are not required, but they will help you a ton on a derelict freighter because it's freezing up there. There's no heaters. Let's move all these over. That way we have room for our shields. We also have weapon upgrades. So on your multi-tool, whatever weapon you want, make sure you're using that. So, oh, what the heck? Why do we do that? I'm going to use my bolt caster. So I put my bolt caster, the actual weapon, in the supercharged slot. I'm going to install an upgrade. That way I'm doing more damage with my weapon. So yeah, we're doing 2,000 damage. That's fine. If you want to, they give you a scatter blaster. This thing is a brutal weapon. I like the scatter blaster a little bit more, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to destroy my bolt caster. I'm going to get the parts from it. But mostly I want to do this so I can just have my scatter blaster in there, because the scatter blaster does a lot more damage. Look at that. I went from 2,000 to 6,000. That's why you want to use that scatter blaster. Scatter blaster is amazing, but it requires you to be close to the enemies. There's not a lot of distance on it. Thankfully, on a derelict freighter, you don't need to be far away. It's really small anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We have any upgrades in here? Nope, we just have those two. All right, that's fine. Let's go. So yeah, I prefer the scatter blaster. It's basically a shotgun. But I mean, if you like the bolt caster, use the bolt caster. Use whatever weapon you prefer. So once we're in space, we're going to activate the emergency signal scanner. Right there. And now we need to pulse drive again. And now it's looking for a derelict freighter in space. Let me make sure I'm charged up here. There it is. So let's go land on it. Now, the other thing is there's going to be a lot of random items in here. So, we have scatter blaster modules. Let's do that. I forgot. I didn't even realize we had the A-class ones. So, yeah, now I'm up to 9,000 right there. But make sure you have room in your inventory. So, I'm going to put some of this stuff away, like in my ship. That way I don't have to worry about it cluttering up my inventory. You can refine these. Oh, what's in here? Oh, magnetized ferrite. I'll take that. You can refine like your fleshy ropes into nanites just to get it out of my inventory. That's what I'm doing. 350, another 50 there. Just making room in my inventory. That's all I'm doing. Inventory and go to my ship, and my ship, and my ship, and my ship. All right. So I think we're all good here. Yeah, it looks all good. So we have a lot of room in here. So that's what we want to do. We want to make sure there's room. That way I can get there. Now, to get on a derelict freighter, you cannot open the... I mean, you can open the hatch. And you can walk off if you want to. Or you can use the beam aboard. And it literally teleports you right over there. So use the beam aboard. It's a little bit easier. And I have my 2 cold protections working already. Now that we're here, it's kind of cold. Let's open this door. Turn on the heater. Now, you're going to find heaters all around, so you can turn them on, and it'll keep you warm if you don't have any cold protection. But again, they give you cold protection. Use it. It's very useful. So this is a normal derelict freighter. It's a random one that's not included in the expedition. It's not a special one. But we need to go through the entire thing and grab the crew manifest, the captain's log, and the final computer to get like a cargo upgrade or whatever. But we need to get all 3 of the computers in this derelict freighter. Now, the key is all 3. So in order to get the captain's log, you need security credentials. That's the one that's a pain in the butt. Because you only get security credentials on a random data pad. So you can't skip that. You have to go through data pads. So what I usually do is, let's unseal the door. Because your claim supplies is right here. So you don't need to do it through the menu. You can just grab it right here. Anyway, what I usually do is I just run through from start to finish in the derelict freighters. However, we need to get the captain's log, which means we need a security clearance. So if I do a scan, I'm going to be looking for data pads. There's nothing here. Now, your freighter might look a little bit different, but there are key things to remember. If you see this little circle, the purple circle with an arrow, that is a dead end. That means this room is it. So if I open this up, that's a dead end. This is one room and that's it. See, look at it. It's just dead. So you can come in here if you're collecting stuff. Absolutely. Come in here, grab the stuff, and get out. But if you don't care, like you don't want to spend any time in here, all you're looking for are the doors with the like a bluish or the light blue number and an arrow. And these will go up. Like this is number 1. We'll get to a number 2, 3, 4. But look for the bluish or the light blue rooms. That means you can go farther in. And we're looking for data pads like this one right here on top of this box. So, and the security credential is a random drop. Meaning, we could do the same exact derelict freighter. I might find it on the first one. You might find it on your 5th one. It's totally random. So sometimes it's really easy. They give it to you at first. Sometimes you got to look at every single log. And it's like, oh, God. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Nothing. No security log there. And again, if you want to, make sure your inventory is empty and you can grab all the stuff out of all these boxes. And go through and grab them all. There's a lot of just randomized stuff. It's really, really cool. There you go. So you don't really need a weapon here. I mean, if you get too close to these nests right here, the horrific nest, aliens will pop out and attack you, but I'm not going to get close. I'm going to purposely avoid them. That way I can not have to fight the aliens. Let's see. Nope, no security clearance on that one either. Dang it. Well, this is the crew manifest, so this one does not require security clearance. It's the green monitor. So it'll just tell you about who was on the ship when it went down. Here we go, and update the bioscan, and there's no one here except for me. And a few aliens. Got the crew manifest. Turn on this teleporter, so if you need to at any time, run back to your ship. Just go through that teleporter and go right back to your ship if you want to. Or go right back down in here. So we need to find more data pads. There's one over here. Oh, right next to the nest, of course it is. Well, let's try this. Let's turn on the heater. Can I grab this? Without activating the nest, for the love of God? Nope, no security clearance in that one either. Dang it. So what you see I'm doing, I'm just doing a scan because the data pads will come up as a little info panel, like the little Wi-Fi signal. And oh, there's the security though. This is the captain's log, the orange computer. I don't have the security clearance though, so I cannot activate that. So we really need to find a data pad that has it. Come on, give me a security clearance, dang it. Nope, not that one. And this is gonna happen sometimes. Sometimes they screw you over and they force you to go and check out every single data pad. And you're like, oh, come on. Sometimes you get lucky, though. Sometimes it's like the first one you open has the security clearance in it. Oh, they got it now. But I had to activate the frickin' aliens. Let's get the security clearance going here. Private mainframe access denied. This is why you need the security clearance. He's unknown. I don't know what happened to the captain. And now it needs security credentials. And boom, navigator burdens. So now we're good. And you need to do this. You can't skip this step. A lot of people, like including me, before in previous expeditions, you could skip it. You have to do it now. You need to actually activate this. So now we got to get the heck out of here. Oh, God. That's a dead end. Get out of here, you. Yeah, I'm getting attacked by all the aliens. Oh, my God. Look at all these aliens spitting at me. That's all right. We'll just run. We're getting out of here. So now we have just the final computer to hit. That's it. So that's a dead end. This is the right way. Number 5. Beautiful. Drop down here. And oh, we need another door here. That's a dead end. Is it over here? Yep, it's over here right around this corner. Get out of here, you. There's 47 aliens hunting me down on this ship. Oh my God. All right, so you don't need to do anything else other than that. You can grab all these packages if you'd like. Get some cool nanites, get some cool upgrades and stuff. Activate that terminal. The engineering control is what we're looking for. So here you can do nanites. You can fabricate an item. I'm just going to do nanites for the expedition. Like in a normal game, you want to fabricate an item. You can fabricate corvette parts here if you'd like. You can fabricate stuff for freighters if you want to. This is the expedition, so I'm like, I'll just get nanites. That's fine. All right, and we're done. That is it. It's finished. Look at that. Boom. We're going to get the Hazmat Gauntlet and Supreme Hyperdrive upgrade. I will take that. Beautiful. So let's teleport back to our ship. And before we leave, before we take off, we need to install our hyperdrive upgrade because that'll help us travel farther. Let's do that. That way it's in there. Oh, I'm out of fuel. Oh, crap. Well, we need to make some fuel. Can I make fuel? All right, we're good. We're good. What? Oh, I need to make that. All right. Cannot build inventories full. Well, here, we'll do it here then. My God. There. I had to do it in my regular inventory. All right. So now we got the recipe for a hazmat gauntlet. We got the recipe, the blueprint. So we still need to make it. So we need chromatic metal and sodium nitrate. So in order to make sodium nitrate, you need to take sodium and chuck it in your refiner. So now it'll make sodium nitrate for me. So I can get my glove going. Then we have all these random things we can go sell and make some money on. So let's go. Now our final object is to crush a vile grub. So we need to find a planet that has an infestation on it. Now the one that we were in, that might have worked, but we have nothing here. That's fine. What we're going to do is, let's go to the next rendezvous system. Rendezvous number 4 will have our vile grub. So we jump here and there. So here we are, gas giant. This is going to be important. So come here if you want to get your vile grub. Head on over to rendezvous number 4. And when we pop in, you'll see something else that's very important. A black hole. So we need this. This system is going to have a lot of our mission objectives already in it. So if we go into phase 4, we have to go to rendezvous 4. We have to reach the 4th wreck. We've already done our storm crystals and we've already done our sulfide. But we need to extract radiant shards, which are the big purple crystals. We need to visit all the moons of a gas giant. Remember just a few minutes ago when I was able to mark each moon? That's how you want to do that. We have to visit all 5 moons. And we need to spacewalk into a black hole, meaning we have to go through the black hole without our ship. We have to float in with just our suit. That is very cool. But the first thing I want to do before we do anything, let's go and visit all the moons. So, if I go in here, just like last time, I can mark each one. Because we have to visit every moon, so you don't want to go to the same one more than once. And sometimes it gets confusing on where the moons are. Because if you're looking, they don't tell you where the moons are. It's just, you know, all over the place. And you have to remember where you've gone, right? So instead of trying to remember and fly all around looking for all the moons, just mark them. It makes it so much easier. You mark it, boom, there it is. Big marker right there. And this one has dissonance on it, which means it has the purple crystals all over it. That's what we're going to want to use. I got my sodium nitrate. Let's make our glove. We need to make a gauntlet, so pop that in there. So now we have our gauntlet. We're good. So that first one, again, the first one we marked, the one at the top left, Pazukai, that's the one that has your dissonance, your purple crystals on it. Make sure we have enough room for all this stuff. We can install this and then delete it if we want to. I mean, we can also just leave it in here. Where's my weapon at? Oh, right here. There we go. So, metallic moon. So, in order to quote-unquote visit a planet, you need to be there on foot. However, there is a trick to this. So, if I have this thing marked, right? It says I need to visit all the planets or all the moons. Right there at the bottom right, it says I have 0 out of 5 progress. Watch this. If I just stand up in my ship, it loads in. It tells me I'm on the planet, right? And now it says I'm at 1 out of 5. So you don't even need to touch the ground. You can just literally go into the atmosphere, get close enough to the ground, stand up, and you're good to go. However, we need to get crystals. That's why I'm coming down here. So we need to get 16 of these crystals. Do I not have my advanced mining beam? Did I not make an advanced mining? Why did I not make my advanced laser? Well, we need to make this. I don't know why I didn't do it before. Oh, man, I left everything on my ship. Need to go back up into my ship. Where's it at? All my stuff is on my ship. Why? Why did I not make my advanced mining laser? Dang it. I thought I already had that. All right, let's get back on my ship. Now I should have my materials. Yeah, there you go. See, nanotubes, hermetic seals. Dang it. So I need to make one hermetic seal. That's fine. I can do that. So we have a advanced mining laser now. I don't know why I didn't do that before. What a dummy. What a dummy. All right, let's go back down there. Now we can try it again. Now I have my laser. I should be able to knock this out and get these crystals. Radiant shards. One right there. One right there. Now, if you pull up your visor, you can see them right there. They look like these cool little crystals right there. So just go around and we have to get 16 of them. And if you want help, go into your expedition tab and highlight the mission you want to do. So highlight that one. And it'll kind of update you on where you need to go. Like right now, I only have 2 out of the 16. Another thing to keep in mind is the radiant shards are the ones that don't have any sentinels in them. So you see these ones, they have like little sentinel bodies that are like smashed on them. This does not count as a radiant shard. This is Atlantidium, and that's it. Radiant shards are perfect. They don't have any sentinels on them. So that's what you're looking for, the little like perfect crystals. So, and they should be all over the place. It might take you a little bit of time because we need 16 of them. We can grab them though. Easy peasy. Oh, is it way over here? Of course it's way over here. What the heck? What the heck is? Wait, what the heck? It is like a mile away. Let me make sure I'm refilled on all my stuff here. There. Good lord. That took forever and a day. Oh, is it underground? That's why I can't see it. It's underground. Let's go down here. Elliot is hiding down in a cave? Okay. That's an interesting location. I haven't seen one in a cave before. Oh, we have some animals here. So this is a anomaly animal or a planet. So it should only have one animal, and that's this one right here. And it's invisible. Like I can't even see it. What is that? Yeah, that's a weird texture pop. Oh, looks like this one's gonna have. Oh no, those are Atlantidium shards. Again, you'll see it and you go, oh yeah, I have 3 of them here. Nope, you only have 1. Right there. The other ones are Atlantium. So I have an advanced mining laser on me right now. I wonder if I can shoot them with my ship. So normally you can't. But look at that. I can do this. I can punch it. All right. So normally you cannot shoot the crystals. Let me show you what I mean by that. I have my laser installed. Going to first person so I can actually see what I'm doing here. So if I shoot these crystals now. Nothing. Nothing. Dang it. I was hoping I can shoot them with my freaking ship. You cannot. I was hoping maybe they'd let us. I have my thing installed. Dig it. Doesn't matter though. All right. Well, we can shoot. We can go down here with a laser. Oh, we have 3 of them. Grab this. Boom. Oh yeah. Go up to 6. This is number 7, and then number 8. So that works. 500 that way. 500 that way. 400 that way. All right. I'm gonna go back in my ship. I'm not using any launch fuel because I'm not parking. I'm not landing. I'm just stopping and teleporting down. So this will probably be a little bit easier to kind of fly around and then teleport down to the ground. Get out of my seat. I wish you could shoot them, though. That'd be even better. That would be even better. Oh, right on top of it. Great. Right on, literally right on top of it. Nope. 400. I'm not going to get in my ship for this. 300 should be right there. So we're at 9 out of 16. Yeah, it's just one. I'm not worried about just one. Yep. That's it. 300 over there. 460. That's going to be closer to my my ship's teleporter. I need some jetpack fuel. Good lord. Yeah, we definitely need some jetpack upgrades. Man, this jetpack is not doing well at all. Is it underground as well? Might be underground. Oh, no, it's not. Done, done, done. So yeah, just stroll around, grab your 16 crystals. I know this is probably riveting, but I want to show you guys that I'm actually doing it and how I'm doing mine. You can jump in your ship, you can fly around. Just make sure you're looking for... Was it underground? It is. That looks like it's underground. So let's see if I can pop that one. This is going to be in another cave. There's a lot of them underground. That's so weird. So you don't want to go exactly where it is because you might destroy it because you'll destroy the ground around it. However, oh, dang it. I was all faked down on that. However, if you just go to the side, you can just reveal the side next to it. Here we go. Done and done. Easy enough. We have another crystal right over here. And I do have an upgraded shotgun. I wonder if the shotgun will be faster. So let's use my scatter blaster. And crack open these crystals with that. Oh, it's inside this. And I broke my frickin' thing. All right. I mean, it works. It works. Oh, of course I need nanotubes and wiring loom. Why would I not? I have wiring loom on my ship, though, so we're good. I need 2 more. I just need 2 more. So, yeah. You can use a shotgun. You can use everything except for your ship's weapons, which kind of sucks because I have to get out of my ship. Dang it. I have to walk on foot. And, of course, there's just one right here, so I still need 1 more. You're close by, you're close enough. Here we go. Whoop. Yeah, I'm going to take some damage, break something else on my suit. And look at this. This is where, of course, there's like 15 crystals right next to each other. Why couldn't I find this before? Oh, because I needed it before. But we have our 1. We're good. Yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3. There's 4 crystals right here. Dang it. That would have been helpful earlier. That's okay. We got it. We're good. We're golden. So, we have that one knocked out. We're awesome. Set up. We're good. But what we need to do is we need to keep going to all the different moons. So let's mark the next one. We've been to this one, so let's mark this one over here, the next one, the second one on our list. Oh, I gotta sneeze. There it goes. All right. So there's our next moon right over there. And I know you think, oh, I'll just go to this one first. You'll get confused. Well, at least I will. I get confused. I forget which one I've gone to, which one I haven't gone to. That's why I'm very, very adamant. Just mark it on the list and then go in order, because if you skip one and you go to like this one first and then you go back up here, you'll forget you went to this one and it'll waste your time. You'll be going to the same moon over and over again thinking that that's the one you haven't gone to yet. This system works very well for me. It's just organized. I'm going from the top of the list down to the bottom, and that's it. And if we need anything from these planets as I get there, like this one has vile brood, I can get my grub out of this one. There you go. Make sure I got a pulse engine upgrade here. Oh yeah, I need to fix my jetpack while I'm on my ship now. There we are. And yeah, we have all the like crystals and stuff. So yeah, there we go. So this planet has your vile grubs, or this moon, I should say, has your vile grubs on it. But remember, you need to have your hazmat gauntlet in order to grab the grub. So just look for any kind of planet or a moon that has a vile brood on it. So again, this is another one we're going to land on the ground because we need to attack the brood. So let's get within the atmosphere so I can just teleport down to the ground. There we go. Beam down. Oh, that was kind of weird. Now, if you pull out your visor, you're looking for a little like worm icon. It'll be red. We're not having any vile brood around here. Really? Let's walk around a little bit. We'll find it. There's one right there. See? Took a second. The juicy grub popped in. It had to load in. So we're looking for this, a juicy grub. Now, the thing to keep in mind is your mission. Where is it? Up here? The only thing you have to do is crush the larva of the vile brood. That's it. So what happens when you do that is the mom, the mother of the brood, she will come to attack you. You do not need to kill her. You do not need to fight her at all. You can literally crush this grub and leave. So if I grab it, come over here to my teleporter. You can totally fight her if you want to. You could totally fight her if you want to. However, if you want to just do it and get the heck out of here, you can do that as well. So I'm right next to my teleporter. If I crush the grub in my inventory, you have to press X if you're on Xbox, square if you're on PlayStation. And now, vile brood is detected. Big Mama, the brood mother, it doesn't like me doing that. So fight her, or you know what? Screw that. I'm not going to fight her. I'm out of here. Done. You don't have to fight her. You can. You can if you want to. You get some really cool stuff by doing that. Or you can just skip it. You can just skip it and say, nah, I don't want to do that. I'm good. So now we've done that. We did all of phase 3. We did our grub. We got some weird food for that. That's kind of gross. But your phase 3 reward is the Aeron power shield plans and cowling plans and diffuser. So these are corvette pieces. These are the brand new ones that look like the Sentinel stuff. Oh yeah, let me grab it. They look like Sentinel parts, which is really, really cool for your corvette. That is pretty awesome. And they're plans, meaning you can build them. If we go into my suit, there you go. Aeron cowling, Aeron diffuser. Look at all that kind of cool stuff here. Anyway, let's move on to our next one. So we're still doing all of our moons in this system. We've done the first 2. So now let's go to this third one right here, the black hole sun. All right. Where did that one go? That one is over on this side. Easy peasy, right? Easy peasy. Just mark them and then go to the mark. And as far as I know, we don't need to go here for anything. So we need to locate the ship, the wreckage, do the 4th rendezvous, spacewalk. Yeah, so we don't need anything from this planet. So we don't even need to touch the planet. We just have to stand up in the atmosphere. So as soon as we get there, I'm just going to stand up in the atmosphere. Now, the gas giants are massive. So you'll see how I notice how I went through the atmosphere a little bit because the space or the gas giants are huge. So you will skip across the atmosphere a little bit. The lost blue moon. Let's get in the atmosphere here. And I believe we're close enough to save my launch fuel. Let's just stand up. And make sure it's counted. So look at the bottom right-hand side. 3 out of 5. We're good. That's all we had to do. Just stand up. Don't even have to land. We go to the next one, which is down here. We only have 2 more moons to go to. And that one's going to be on the other side. That's okay. We were probably right next to it, but not a big deal. I want to make sure I keep track of everything I'm going to. That one's good. Oh yeah, while we're here, we can make our different rangefinder for the wreckage. Build that. That way we can scan that. We can use that later on. We got our foods in here. Yeah. My inventory is getting kind of full, but it's okay. Go to my starship. Yeah, look at all this stuff I have in here. We don't need the salt anymore. We can get rid of that. What else do we not need? We don't need the larval cores. We can sell this for money, or we can just refine it down into the nanites. That's fine too. So we don't need that. We don't need glass. We can get rid of that. Just trying to make room in my inventory. We don't need mordite. We can get rid of that. Just trying to move some stuff out of here. Oh, we're in the atmosphere, so let's go down. And should be close enough. Let's stand up. Should be there because it's telling me what the planet is. But let's see. It is a 4 out of 5. There we are. 4 out of 5. So we're almost there. Last moon. Right here. Faust Minor. Let's head on over there. Gonna do a little bit of cleanup. I mean, technically we don't need the haunted pie or anything like that. We can eat all this. Yeah. We can sell this stuff. We don't need the living slime. I can get rid of that. I don't need the Atlantidium. I can get rid of that. Move this over here. Stuff to sell. I got repair kits. That's fine. So yeah, I think we're doing okay here. That needs to go down there. Need to have everything in order. This can go on the... Oh, nope, not on the ship because the ship is inventory full. That's okay. And this is our last moon we have to visit. So we're up almost in the atmosphere. I like to get a little bit closer. I could probably do it right now, but I want to be closer just to be definitely sure. And there you are, done. Visited every moon. As long as you get in the atmosphere, you're good. Done and done. So let's grab that reward from it. Prepackaged space rocket boots. I hate that. So now let's go to the rendezvous, which is going to be on the gas giant right over here. So let's head to that rendezvous location. And along the way, because it's going to take us a little bit, let's activate our debris rangefinder because we're in the system, the 4th rendezvous system, which means we should be able to get that wreckage, I'm hoping, before we get there. Come on, come on, come on. I'm in the atmosphere. All right. Let's go up here. We have to get the wreckage before we get to the atmosphere. Come on. Give me the wreckage. Man, it's taking a long time. Usually it's pretty quick. There it is. Thank God. Let's stop off here and grab our log from them. So we know that these containers will have our corvette parts in them. Also do a scan to make sure we get all of our log. Where's our log at? Where is our log? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Grab my corvette piece. And then grab the log. Log of the fireship Arcadia. Log corrupted. Recovering damaged sectors. We saw them. They out the airlock, just floating there. You could hear them singing, "Get us home, please." So now they're starting to see stuff. I don't know if I like that. But we got it. We're good. Oh, get up out of the way. So let's go down here and get the rendezvous now. Now that we got our wreckage. Boom. And if you have not got your storm crystals, this is a really good opportunity as well. So if you missed your storm crystals or you couldn't find any earlier in your expedition, remember, at Rendezvous 1, that was an extreme world that had storm crystals on it. However, you had to wait for a storm for it to happen, right? If you wait until Rendezvous number 4, the gas giant, is always in a storm, and there's always storm crystals available. So you get to walk around a little bit more, but they're always available at the space station or at the gas giant. So make sure, if you haven't gotten them by now, get them here. This is not your last opportunity, but it's the last one they give you, like, directly. After this, you're going to have to find it on your own, and that's going to be kind of a pain in the butt. There's our building right there. Beautiful. So yeah, if you have not gotten your storm crystals, look around. Storm crystal there. Storm crystal. Nope, that's the data structure. Storm crystal up there. And it's always active because the gas giants are an extreme world. Like, a super extreme. It's always a storm. So let's get inside and grab our rendezvous. There it is. Rendezvous number 4. Awesome. That's easy enough, right? So we got all of that done. Get inside of our ship. Let's grab those expedition rewards here. So for the rendezvous number 4, we're going to get $1 million and a starship inventory. 5 of them inventory upgrades. So let's grab those, I guess. Boom. The next one, for finding the wreckage, we get repair kits and supreme thermal upgrades so we can survive in hot climates. Let's throw those in there. Heck yeah, there we are. I have no room on my ship, right? Oh, I do, kind of. Then we have our rocket boots. I'm not going to use rocket boots. Those irritate me. All right, we're good. We have a cleaned up kind of inventory. I have so much going on here. So if you want to, like, if you want to store your stuff, go into your build menu, build a cargo rack. You're going to need 3 metal plating and 1 microprocessor. However, watch this. If I go in here, now I can chuck in all this cool stuff into my inventory and get it off my body and into the cargo. You can only do anything on your exosuit. So if you want to move anything in there, you have to take it out of your general, like your ship's inventory, and throw it into your inventory like this. Now keep in mind, whatever is in your storage is hidden. So if you want to use something later on, like for instance, I want to use my my microprocessors, do not put it in storage. When you put it in storage, it basically disappears and your character doesn't know what they have. So only put things in your storage that you don't care about right now. So I won't be able to access like any of my corvette parts. It'll think that I don't have these, even though they're right here. They need to be on your character or in your ship's regular inventory, not the storage container. The storage container is basically locked away. You can't really see it. Anyway, look at that, guys. We're cleared up. We're good to go. We did everything. So I'm going to call it there for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to go through, we're going to spacewalk into a black hole, and we're going to take care of all of Phase 5. So hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, hit that like button, and I will see you guys in the next one.